These are the 5 best nonfiction books I've read in 2025, and it includes one that I just finished last night. Let's get into it. First up is one that seems to be everybody's favorite nonfiction book because it reads like fiction. The Art Thief by Michael Finkel. This is an absolutely diabolical story. It's about a man who stole over $2 billion worth of art over a few years span in broad daylight. It's an absolutely crazy story. The main character in the story is someone that you would truly not believe could even be written into fiction, but it's true, it happened, and the ending is something that absolutely blew my mind. Hidden Valley Road by Robert Kolker is the story of a family of 11. 5 of the boys end up with schizophrenia. It is absolutely unhinged, crazy, but such a fantastic story. It's something that I think about over and over again. If you're more of a visual person, there is a documentary on HBO Max, but the book, I assure you, is much, much better. How the Word Is Passed, A History with the Reckoning of Slavery Across America by Clint Smith was the first nonfiction book that I read in 2025, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Smith is a poet by trade, so his prose is fantastic, and that is exactly what you need for a nonfiction book to be a page-turner. This isn't dry, boring, dense history. This is a beautiful look at a tragic history that is so well done by Smith, and one that I recommend to absolutely everybody that wants to start reading narrative nonfiction. Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. I don't know what it is, but everything that I've run into or come across since reading this book has been absolutely crazy. The fact that World War I is tied to tuberculosis. Avila Princip, who took the life of Franz Ferdinand, died of tuberculosis. Edgar Allan Poe's family, tuberculosis. Adirondack chairs, tuberculosis. Cowboy hats, tuberculosis. Doc Holliday, tuberculosis. Everything really is tuberculosis, and John Green does a masterful job of taking something that is otherwise bland from a medical perspective and something that is very dense and turns it into a wonderfully human story that is just beautiful, tragic, and well worth the read. I just finished this book yesterday. It is one of the most harrowing, heavy, tragically beautiful nonfiction books that I have ever read. Things in Nature Merely Grow by Yian Li talks about how her 2 sons took their own lives within a short span of each other at extremely young ages. Li's ability to be vulnerable, raw, open throughout this book was something that I felt was so courageous, was beautiful, but again, just very tragic. It's something that I will think about forever. I'm so happy that I read this book. I think it teaches us a lot about how we show up for the people in our lives, how people show up for us, and how we conceptualize grief, something that is hard to understand. It's something that shows up quickly and does not announce itself in the weight that it carries. This book is one that I took so many notes on, and I'm just so grateful that I came across this book when I did. To have a different perspective on those types of subjects was really refreshing, but also just extremely sobering and humanizing to read Li's story.